Hello and welcome to News Today Globally. My name is Miss Am. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. So I'm so happy that there's actually progress in the AKA case. The two Ndimande brothers were arrested today in Bambani. With regards to the AKA and Tibz shooting, murder. So I'm really hoping that all the suspects that are arrested will be able to speak the truth. And of course, they arrested the people that pulled the trigger. But at this point, I feel like we need the mastermind. We want to know who are the masterminds behind this murder and what was the reason of them doing it. And also, allegedly, these brothers are facing other charges, of killing a taxi driver and also attempted murder of the taxi driver's driver and his wife that were in the car as well. So it's just like so many things. These are like allegedly professional hitmen, that are known to not miss. I heard that they said they fear for their lives. I don't know if who should be scared between us and them. Should we be scared, or they are the ones that should be scared? Or maybe they allegedly are scared of the people that hired them. Probably they should be specific. Are they afraid of us, or they're afraid of the people that hired them? Because we should be the ones that are afraid of them, because they are professional hitmen. Are we even safe when they're here? So them saying that they're scared of their lives, like, it's just crazy, because it's nice when they kill people, but when now the tables are turned, when their safety is at hand, they are now scared. Like, it's just crazy how killers think, how it's easy for them to do something, but when it's a threat to them, now it's something else. Please let me know what you think about this video. I'm gonna play a video of the police talking about them, how they have arrived in South Africa, and the case and how it's ongoing. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Bye.
The two Ndimande brothers, arrested in connection with the murders of Kiernan, a.k.a. Forbes, and the celebrity chef Tibz Motswane, are now back in South Africa. The two were arrested in Mbabane and Eswatini earlier this year in a joint operation involving Interpol. They've landed back at King Shark International Airport in Durban this morning. Siyabonga and Malusi Ndimande are the main suspects in the 2023 killing of Forbes and Motswane outside a Durban restaurant. We're joined now by Seletiwe Ndlovu, who's in Durban covering the story for you. Seletiwe, good afternoon to you. A significant development. We've been waiting a long time for this extradition process.
Significant developments indeed, Stephen, and also a very long wait for those families that are involved. But earlier on this morning, as you've rightfully indicated, the Ndimande brothers, that now being Siyabonga Ndimande and Malusi Ndimande, were extradited to South Africa. Of course, we saw them arrive at King Shark International Airport, where they were processed. During that time when they were processed, we were told that there were human rights officials that were at the airport. There was also a lead investigator and an interpreter. Now, coming from Brigadier Edlenda Mate, whom we spoke to earlier on in the morning, we were told that before they can appear before this very court, there's a number of processes that do need to take place. Some of them have already taken place, and that's actually why we are now actually set to see them appear before the Durban Magistrates Court. But from the information that we received in the morning, we know that this, Stephen, as you rightfully indicated, has been a lengthy process. Also a lengthy process when they arrived at the airport. In terms of just observations, in terms of how they looked, seemingly unfazed by being extradited to South Africa. Of course, we know that they have already mentioned before that they do not mind facing charges in South Africa. The only issue, it seems, that they had presented when they made that extradition appeal was that they feared for their safety and they also feared for their security. But Brigadier Ndimande also reminding us that these are professional hitmen. Of course, we know that there's 24 charges that are leveled against them, 3 cases. In this particular matter, this is now the case of Kiernan, aka Forbes, and Tibz Motswane. We know that they are facing 11 charges. Those other charges, when you're looking at those 24 charges, relate to the murder of a taxi boss, aka the murder of aka and Tibz, and the third one would be the murder of a taxi driver and the attempted murder of his wife. So now that they've officially been processed, and this is now after they arrived at the airport earlier on, they were then taken to the Durban Central Police Station where more processing actually took place. We know, of course, that they were arrested in Mbabane, which is in Eswatini. It was stated that they were found to be hiding out in a rented house. However, there's processes that took place there, but we are told that those processes that took place in Eswatini will also need to take place here in South Africa. Of course, it was stated that they would need to be arrested after they landed in South Africa. So that has now officially taken place, which is why we are now set to see them appear here at the Durban Magistrates Court.
And Silatiwe, I mean, this is an important moment for the families, for the people who've been looking for justice, for what happened for a long time.
Certainly, Stephen. That's also something that the NPA also spoke about. They mentioned that they are quite ready to see the case in court, also quite eager to see the case actually unfold. Of course, there's still quite a few unanswered questions, and the family is also waiting to receive that justice that is owed to them. Not just justice that is owed to the families, but also justice that is also owed to the victims who were gunned down on the 10th of February, and this is now in 2023. You will remember, Stephen, there was a CCTV footage that was seen just after they were gunned down. You remember that the 2 friends were exiting a restaurant on Florida Road here in Durban. AKA had made his way from Johannesburg to Durban to celebrate with a few friends, and that's when the shooting took place. He was shot at close range, but you remember that from that CCTV footage, it seems as if Tibz Motswane tried to get away during that time, but unfortunately he was also shot during that time. So we know, of course, that it's not just the justice that is owed to those 2 close friends, but also to the Forbes family and the Motswane family.
Silatiwe and Ndlovu, thank you very much indeed. Do appreciate that update, important developments there.